That was the part, nobody came or nobody called to check on us to find out what is our plan. So we made our own plan. I keep in communication with my family and they continue to check on us at the back here, and few friends called to make sure that I am okay.
Nurse Janine Burgess is a resident of Hattieville. She lives with her family not far from the dirt road that leads to the small riverside community of Freetown Sibun. For the past few days, she has been trapped inside the house where it has proven difficult for her to negotiate the water that surrounds her property.
It was kind of frightening at first because even though we got flood before, it was never like this. So it was kind of hard because I came home from work on Friday evening to meet the water already up a little, and then when I got into my house, we were stranded there until like today. So we finally got a chance to could get out and get to the store to get water and stuff.
The water in the vicinity of the nearby village, we understand, is at chest height in some places along the road, and residents, we are told, had to access the community via dories. The most recent flood forecast issued earlier today by the National Hydrological Service indicates that flood levels on the Sibun River, which runs behind Hattieville, are expected to continue to recede over the next few days.
On the Sibun River, we have communities such as Gracie Rock, Hattieville, 8 Miles, and even coming down into Belize City, already seeing floodwaters. So we're asking that residents remain vigilant and that they move when they can. We've started to see some trickling in, but it's still not at the peak stage yet where we can say, okay, this is the worst of the flood and it should level off now. We haven't seen that peak come into the city as yet.
You had given us an approximate timeline when I spoke with you on Friday, right? In terms of it being perhaps 4 to 5 days before we begin to experience those waters in our parts?
Right. We can expect to see those flooding conditions prevail throughout this week.
In the 8 Mile community, water began inundating a majority of streets and properties on Saturday at around 2 p.m. Since then, everywhere is covered by running water. Residents in this area, like others elsewhere along the George Price Highway, are well above their ankles getting in or out of their homes, and all indications are that the floodwaters from the west aren't entirely here yet.
Only thing we can do, sir, is watch the water, and if it continues to rise, then we'll have to move from this area. We can only move ourselves because personal stuff we can't really move from here, so I guess maybe the village councillor or somebody will let us know where we can go or whatever help we could get.
According to the principal hydrologist, very little will change in the days ahead in respect of the heavy floodwaters being anticipated.
We should see not much change from the floodwaters, the heavy floodwaters that we are expecting, but it will help in reducing the amount of floodwaters coming down. It won't be significant, but it will help nonetheless.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.